gonna go ahead and say that even though I like this character, I've not played a lot of Smash, so this is not gonna be a good playthrough. I'm not shooting for high score here, is I guess what I'm saying.
Well, I don't know if it's any better than mine, because I did terribly.
So why did you pick Samus? What's your history with Samus?
So actually, my history with Samus goes back to really the first Smash Bros. I'm not the world's biggest Metroid fan in terms of. I played Super Metroid. I played Metroid Fusion. I played a little bit of Prime, but I haven't played like all of like the Prime games. You know, I like the Metroidvania style Metroid games, but you know, it's. Really goes back to the first when we all our group of friends first started playing Smash Brothers. People were calling it out like early on. You know who was going to be like their character, and like I picked Samus because like Samus is like fucking badass compared to like most of the other like you know
like the other Nintendo characters.
You know like Pikachu, come on, like and then like basically stuck with her, like learned how to you know.
It's Kraid! You're totally fighting Kraid now.
But basically stuck with her like throughout all those Smash Brothers and Melee, and then when we met Tom, Melee was in its heyday, and he took a liking to Samus too. In fact, me and him had a huge like versus match to your place about who was gonna basically have the rights to play as her. And I won despite Tom's incessant luck of like getting constantly like heart containers and frickin' just like random health items like rain down on him from nowhere. Like ultimately I beat him, and then like when we started playing Brawl, I really didn't have time to play at that point. I just kind of gave up and said, alright, fine, here you go. But now
you have the Varia suit.
I do. But just I always liked her, you know, I got the back in the day, like I had like the Nintendo Power Super Metroid strategy guide, you know, I was a Players Club. It was just Nintendo Power, but like I would take that book with me like everywhere and read it. Like, oh yeah, it's like Super Metroid, not that in depth a game. Like, yeah, it's important to know like where like you know most of the super missiles are. You don't even. It beat reading real books. Plus, as Samus, I can play as a coward and like let other people do work and then steal kills with like last minute. Oh yeah, away from that moment.
Yeah. I wonder if they preserved the electrode rule where, like early on in like Melee and stuff, when you made an electrode, anyone other than the person who owned that Pokeball had the ability to pick up the electrode and throw it shortly before it would explode. I remember, you know, like stumbling upon that fact by accident while playing, and then like pretty sure Tom had like seen me do that, and then the next time he threw a Pokeball and an electrode came out of it, he was like, "All right, I'm gonna get you, Kirk. I'm gonna throw this electrode at you." He was like, "Why can't I pick it up?"
I know this is ruining gameplay, but I'm not going down the fucking hole to kill these two assholes.
It was an effective strategy.
And I'll be honest, so speaking of like Metroid games I never played, like I know you played through it, but all I've ever heard on the internet is hate for it is Other M. Is the hate well deserved, or is it not that bad?
I think it's not that bad.
Even with the baby.
Yeah, like I personally don't think like. I mean, maybe some of that, like the way the voice acting goes, is a bit different than I would imagine, and it's certainly extremely different from the personality they assigned to her in Smash Brothers. But I don't know. I mean, we didn't really know how Samus's personality was supposed to be defined before that game, or other than, I'm pretty sure there were manga that I've never read, but I think she is, she has dealt with like a lot of personal trauma and stuff. So I don't know. I think we may have just like all have our own perceptions, and it's impossible to please everybody.
Yeah, most people thought like, oh, he took this cool like badass character and made her like kind of a wimpy mothery character. Not to say like they're not like
there are plenty of badass mothers.
Exactly. Like I would argue like Claire from Resident Evil, even though she's not technically a mother, like she's a badass mothery character. But like I'm gonna die. Oof. We should pick Darcy on this because her campaign's like a lot nicer.
Continue.
Yeah, well, there's a 9.9.
Oh well.
I mean, the things that I maybe disliked about it were, I thought like Ridley's larval forms were just weird.
He's just like a bunny, isn't he? Like a space bunny?
Sort of, yeah.
Space rabbits.
I think there were like two different forms. The next form after that is kind of more of a it's like a furry alligator, I want to say.
Okay.
Let's see. But I don't know. I thought that was weird. I thought like
a beaver gator.
I think there were some of the scenes where it's more like a cut scene that you're playing through in first person, and they don't really tell you what to do. Sometimes it's like, especially the one where you first get the ability to use power bombs, is like they gave you no explanation of that, and it took me surprisingly long.
Is there a chicken on the field?
That's a cuckoo. That's not a chicken.
Surprisingly long to figure out. Oh, now I can press the Y button and use power bombs to break out of this situation. But trying other things for 10 minutes in like a scene where it probably kills you after like 15 seconds. So I'm probably exaggerating still, but it was irritating.
So if you attack the Kuko enough in Smash, will it...
Actually, you just throw it at the enemy, and like whoever gets hit by, like the cuckoos will attack that person.
So that's how it swarms in this game.
Yeah, and then you don't actually hit the cuckoo itself.
Aww.
But I know there were a couple details that I thought were really cool in Other M. Like, they have this one character who's like,
Mother Brain?
no, it's like the twist is she's actually a villain, but she has this little headband, and it looks, or like a little hair clip, and it looks just like the Metroid nucleus. Mm-hmm. So it's like, that was kind of like a hint, because the Metroids are generally the villains. So I thought that was pretty neat. And then after you beat the game, they it's like you're on a destroyed ship, and Fantoon comes to fight as an optional boss.
Why was he there? Like just because we were?
It's a wrecked ship. He goes after wrecked ships.
I thought he was stuck on the one. I didn't know that he... And I thought that planet blew up. I didn't know that he was... I guess he's a ghost, technically, isn't he?
I suppose so. How do you end this game a master hand?
Kick him in the middle finger. That's like his junk.
Maybe.
Even a giant hand can teleport by snapping its fingers.
It's just you and me, asshole. And it's gonna be him.
You sure?
I thought that was gonna kill me. Like this might.
No, you're still in the fight.
The Finglonger cost me victory.
This is before she got the fusion suit and gained a weakness to ice.
Nice work.
He went just above 7.7.
Am I at least the closest to it, or is this like Price is Right?
I think you might be the closest to it. I don't remember.
Alright.
You definitely did better than I did. So, nice going.
Smashing.
It would have been neat if they let you play this as Samus' gunship.
That would have been funny.
So most people don't like most people have never played a Virtual Boy. But, like there was a pinball game. I think it was just called like Virtual Pinball. Where there was like a little mini on one of the maps. There was like a space themed map, which it was all red, so who cares? But like, there actually was like a mini game where you played as like Samus' ship, like shooting at stuff for like points. If like you got like it was more of a puck than a ball, if I remember correctly, into like a certain area on like that map. You put it was like the Metroid music and like that was going on. Johnny and Bosch.
Yep.
Oh no, it's him. It was just impressive that they got like so many like not just like rights, but I mean like how much stuff had to go right for them to like make a game with everybody in it, you know? Like,
yeah.
Like anybody like, you know, Konami or Square or whatever just been like, no. You know, well, do you think like, you know, the Final Fantasy like stuff, like again, I haven't played much of World of Light, but there's not a lot of Final Fantasy like stickers or spirits and stuff, is there?
There are not.
So like, you know, like, I mean they must have like gone back to it if they're putting like the Dragon Warrior guy hero into it, but like you know, somebody must have, you know, wanted to throw something, but like I was a little disappointed that like, you know, there's not like a, you know, more Final Fantasy VII spirits or whatever. And you know, like the summons which are already in the game, like
Yeah. It's like Kingdom Hearts 3 and it's no Final Fantasy.
I was disappointed.
Were they saving all the fan service for their stupid mobile games?
well, let's talk about the remake. So that came out. You must be happy about that.
I am extremely happy about the remake.
It's looking at it's going to be released in 7 parts and take 70 years. If Midgard is just the first part. What are you looking forward to most in the remake, aside from, you know, seeing Eris again for the first time?
The combat looks really fun. And it'll be very interesting to like with how many hours they're adding to Midgar, like just what new stuff is going to get added to the lore.
Yeah. I wonder if we'll get to like we were talking about this a little while back, but I wonder if we'll be able to, you know, find out what happened to some of the soldiers from Crisis Core. I think that'd be really neat.
Didn't they all die? Like, he killed Angeal and Genesis like in his hole in the ground.
Well, not all. Like, there were some other minor characters that I think might have survived. Because there was Kunzel, who was the guy who gave you all the tutorials and stuff. And then there was Luxier, who just kind of hung around and would sometimes send you messages. But, you know, it wasn't exactly clear what happened to them after what happened in Crisis Core, but it would have been neat to find out.
Classic mode.
Alright, so is that a wrap? You're gonna go to somebody else.
No, that's a wrap.
Alright.
One more character down.